Tulsa, Oklahoma. How the heck are we?
Yeah!
Thanks for coming, guys. I really do appreciate it. So, this is the biggest crowd I've ever performed for. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, wow, you should have quit about 14 years ago. I know I'm a sucker for pain, but you know, these jokes just keep writing themselves. So, I've been to 4 mental hospitals in 3 states. Thank you. I think that deserves that. Took a lot of work. It took a lot of not taking my pills, you know. I told my friend I want to go to one in all 50 states. He said, dude, that's crazy. I was like, that's insane. I said, I think so, doctor. What do you suggest I do? He's like, take your medicine. I'm like, nope. But, no, I think I actually just want to go to Laureate Hospital. If you don't know Laureate, that's like the Madison Square Garden of Tulsa mental hospitals. It's a big deal. I want to go there 50 times, become like the Michael Jordan of Laureate Hospital. They're like, he's a 6-time arts and craft champion. He puts up stats, and he's a real treat in group therapy. Heck yeah, I am. That was my first headlining gig. I did 45 minutes. I got 1 laugh at the end. So, in my book, I crushed it. I'm like, I'll be back. Actually, I'll be here tomorrow in 2 weeks. I don't know, you go for, all you want to think about is getting out when you're in there. And then when you get out, all you think about is wanting to go back and how great it is. I mean, some people would say I'm bipolar, schizophrenic. I think I'm just addicted to going to mental hospitals. So, you know. But now I drive a city bus for Tulsa Transit because they didn't give me a Psych-Eval. Yes, the patients are running the hospital. 38,000 pounds of steel in my hands. It's cool. Yeah, it's kind of just, as you can guess, a mental hospital on wheels. You know, I'm just like up front, like, I think you should try some risperidone, sir. It's okay, I paid your fare, I'll give you the medicine too. I don't know if this is legal, but I'm trying to be a good Samaritan. The bus, we have a lot of delinquents, perverts, and criminals, but enough about the drivers. Some of us are only 2 of those things, and we get raises. And good schedules, thank you. Weekends off. On the bus, we're not allowed to listen to the radio. But sometimes when we pass 61st and Peoria, we do get to hear gunshots. Or stabbings. Just ask Jeremy. No, don't ask him. He's got trauma. It's good. I do have some bus co-workers here. Give it up for them. Lucas, Brandon, Stephanie. Got 2 of my bosses here, so this is good. They always laugh at my jokes, so I haven't had to accidentally see the sun in the parking lot when they're walking by. Oops! Tough crowd. He'll recover. What else? I've been through a lot in 15 years. I thought I would go back and tell you some of my first jokes, if that's okay with you guys. All right, let's see. When I started July 15, 2009, one of my favorite jokes was, I've noticed actually we'll do this other one. There's 2. I said, so I was 18 at the time. I was like, you know, I've started dating and I've been starting to date older women. I'm very inexperienced dating, you know, so I just think like, I'm probably in over my head. They're going to start using all this terminology I don't know. They're just like, Yeah, put the rock under the waterfall and swish it around, and then like their body's not working and kind of falling apart, just like a wet floor sign, piece of mojado, All right, well that one's 15 years old, it got a few laughs, so I guess I'll keep it. What else? 10 years ago, so I kind of took about 5 years off. I finished college, and then I started back up in 2014, and then I've done it consistently since then. Actually July, so yeah, like exactly 10 years. But see, one of the jokes I liked back then was, Kyle, close your ears. Why do little people take sponge baths? Because they're only about half as dirty. There we go. See, I was onto something even 10 years ago. See, 5 years ago, I was telling that mental hospital joke, so we'll move on. So now for the new stuff. Okay. You guys like dad jokes? Yeah. All right. Okay, good. So if this fails, it's on you guys. And I'll sleep easy tonight. Just say, bad crowd. Going to bed. I'm tired of not being able to talk to my Chinese friend, so I'm going to get us matching high tops so we can converse. So the backstory on that one, I told it on the radio in April. I was traveling around, going to a bunch of Rangers games on vacation. Went down to Houston, up to Detroit, over to Atlanta. And don't worry, I wasn't on the bus. I would have run out of gas like in Okmulgee, So I was in my little green Honda Civic. Anyway, I called into the radio shop to the Rangers. Let's give it up for the Texas Rangers, 2023 World Series champions. Yes, they are awesome. So I called in after the game to their call-in radio show where they just talk about the game. And so I told them, I was traveling around that week, going to a bunch of games, and that I was doing comedy in the different cities. So he was like impressed and stuff. He's like, "Oh, hit me with the joke." And I guess I talked it up too much. I was like, "Yeah, this one's should be good." I open with it a lot. So I told him that last joke, and I guess he showed why baseball players have tested as the lowest intellect of all the athletes. He was like, "A dad joke?" He's like, "Really, man? There's a million unemployed comedians on the couch, and you're gonna hit me with the dad joke?" He was like offended and stuff, and I don't know. I think if I could do it again, I would have hit him with the 7 words you can't say on the radio. In honor of George Carlin, the 7 words you can't say on television, which I won't go into because I want to put this online. But I think the 7 words you can't say on radio is, "I hope they don't discover television soon." Yes, it's a dying art form. But yeah, thank you, Mike Peasley. He motivates me. He's the one that keeps me from sleeping at night, not you guys, so you guys don't worry about it. But let's see, I have some more dad jokes for later. If you kids are good.
Ball snatching.
There we go. I've dated some different girls over the years, not to brag. Yeah, 4 girls in 3 states. Hey, you can fall in love in the hospital, Those scrubs look good. And you're bringing me stacks. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, decaf coffee, just what I wanted. It's not mood altering. All right. No, dated this one girl. She used to say, it's not that she was It's not that I yell. I match volume. It's not that I dislike strawberries. It's a texture thing. You know, I'm not rude, I'm passionate. So I said, yeah, I didn't break up with you. I just got lost and never found my way back. Got her. What else? See, I won't even name names. I'm kind of a hero up here, really. Just Mike P's put under the bus, you know. And I've never been driven a bus in Texas. Maybe one day for him. See, I am dating a girl from India, or as the woke liberals call it, Native America. Legend has it that when Columbus discovered India, he's like, look, it's Native America. I'm one of the good guys. So, you know, I texted her 8 hours ago. She's a chemical engineering, a PhD student at TU. I texted her 8 hours ago. She still hasn't got back to me. I think because she's analyzing the data. She's like making a pros and cons chart of sending a winky face emoji. I told that to my coworker. She's like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. She's like, hit her with the eggplant emoji. I said I would, but I don't want to crash her hard drive. So that's a classy innuendo. You're welcome, you guys. Dated this one girl. Shoot, that's the end. Let's go to the beginning. You guys like to travel?
Sure.
You guys ever travel to Admiral and Sheridan?
Been there.
Relax in. Let me tell you about that place. I'm just saying, I don't think you should stay at a hotel that has to tell you to relax in the name. They're like, relax, buddy, relax. The gunshots are over there. They're like, relax, buddy, relax. It's Taco Tuesday. Those are firecrackers, we think. Relax, buddy, relax. You paid 75 cents extra for the locking mechanism. That's an amenity. You know. I don't know. I don't think I'd stay there because I once stayed at Calm Down, You're Overreacting, Megan. Didn't work out so well. The couch was very hard, but I hear the bed was super comfortable. So, yeah, we don't like her. She's like, you should work out and eat right, and I'm not going to. I was like, you're doing good, because I taught you to be a feminist, right? So, anyway. How we doing, guys? How we doing? I know a lot of you, Kathy's friend, Debbie, what do you do for work? Retired. A lot of nothing. Hey, roasted, got me. What do you like to do in your retirement? Pickleball. I like to play pickleball. We got any pickleball players here? Two, three. We got three. A court of three pickleballers is not easily pickled. It's biblical. It's pickleable. Got a chuckle out of Daniel, so that's crushing it in my book. I do like playing pickleball, you know. If I was going to write a book about pickleball, it would be called Pickleball in America, The Rise and Fall of Grandma. I love playing pickleball because I love watching old people fall. It's good, just don't break a hip, and it's hilarious. You know, we got ice packs, we got sweet and low or icy hot, whatever that crap is, I don't know. Not sweet and low. What else? I'm trying to be healthier, you know. I I noticed recently I've lost half a chin. If any of you guys find it, don't tell my ex Megan, because then she won't date you either. Yeah, I lost 25 pounds recently. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I can't keep track of British currency. No, I lost $25 from some of the comedians on the show. No, I'm kidding. They were all great. They were all great. Yeah, give it up for the comedians tonight. Yeah! Brandon, Adrian, Kyle, Miranda, Ben. Heck yes. Yes, whatever my name is, you know. Still trying to figure it out. No, just a little bit about my name. A few years ago, there were some allegations in my family, with my parents, and so I wanted to distance myself from that for my birth name, you know, because I'm like, I'm gonna be famous. They don't get any of this, and then I wasn't famous, and I'm stuck with the name. So you know, my dad got me too. Darn it. The joke I was gonna open with is, I was gonna say, hey, I want to address the elephant in the room. Zero female comedians on the show. But then Miranda went up and screwed it all up. So I was gonna say, hey, I try to be an ally to feminists. I said I try. Maybe in my next 15 years I'll actually get one. You know. No, it's good. Hey, we got any Christians here? Heck yeah, my people. What's up? This isn't a bar show. Bar show, you get one, and it's you, you know. But, you know, I'm very Christian. Like, I believe God created the earth 6,000 years ago. I believe Noah's flood was global. It set the fossils in place. And that when my ex-wife, Kara, didn't laugh at my jokes, I believe she was demon-possessed. Yes. You know, we had a deal breaker in our marriage, you know. She wanted we had a deal breaker in our marriage. She wanted a sailboat. She's like, I need a sailboat. I need a sailboat. And I didn't love her enough to get one. Sailboat. Who are we kidding? I'm a comedian. I don't have sailboat money. I've got like Hot Wheels money, you know. Like, you want a sports car? I don't know, guys. I'm trying to progress in comedy. You know, 15 years ago I started a few miles from here. You know, I think at this rate, I'm going to be headlining Madison Square Garden by the time I'm 743. You know, Methuselah will be like, that's my boy. But, you know, or the Chili's in Owasso. So, we'll see. Either one would work for me at this rate. No, I used to teach, used to be a teacher apprentice. Filled in 1 month. I was the 5th grade science teacher. That was a cool job. You know, I finally felt like I was getting some respect. They're like, Mr. Kemp, Mr. Kemp. I'm like, I've arrived. $30,000 a year. This is the Mount Rushmore of life. Winning. But it was cool. I was too into comedy. I had to quit that job. I'm like, what? I have to grade papers? This job is unfair. I'm so oppressed. So, what else we got? We got any ex-military? Yeah. It's okay, guys. We're not gonna shoot at you. I mean, I knew who you are. I just had to set it up for everybody else. But it's cool. Yeah, man, speaking of, America, America really dodged a bullet the other day. Well, I mean, Donald Trump did, but, I think America would have been fine either way, but he dodged a bullet. No, I was explaining it to a friend from another country. I said, maybe if he was Adolf Hitler, then it'd work, but even staunch liberals won't say he's Hitler, so I guess it'll pass. Can't shoot at presidents. So anyway, that's my topical humor. Give it up for that. I'm trying not to look at my notes because I feel like I'm going to get a cookie if I don't look at them. As you can tell, I really like cookies, especially oatmeal raisin. So, what else? So yeah, I really like baseball. We got any baseball fans in here? Yeah, that's what's up. Statistically, that checks out about 15%, But, yeah, any of you guys ever go to an MLB game and catch a foul ball? Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. Well, let me tell you about when I did. It was March 30th this year. I was down in Texas. Rangers were celebrating their World Series. They were getting their World Series rings. And so the third inning, a ball was hit super hard down the first base line where I was sitting, standing, whatever. And the ball bounced off this big 40-year-old guy's hand, hit me in the chest, then bounced into the 30 seats in front. So I knew as long as I got my hand on the ball first, the ball was mine. Because, that's how sharing and life works. Good values, good Christian, American, Texas values. So anyway, the big 40-year-old guy, tried, but I said, no, not today. And then this big, tough, brooding 7-year-old girl was like, give it to me! And I was like, no, I trained for this. I've lost half a chin. And I didn't give her the ball. Because not all heroes wear capes. I'm not a hero. I'm a ball snatcher. Yes, I'm not even bi. Just bipolar, yes. I guess I am bi. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the girl. Screw her. Doesn't matter. Justice was done. No. So later at the game, an usher came down and brought the girl a goodie bag of a ball, a hat, and a shirt. And they didn't bring me anything, so. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm impressed. So, but I don't know. I'm thinking when I die, I'm gonna put it in my will to UPS it to her. In about 80 years when I feel like dying. She's going to be living with her brother. Her brother's going to bring in the mail. He's going to see the name and the address. He'll be like, look at this. It's from the guy who ruined your life when you were 7. So, see, I'm thinking up the line. Kids are our future. They're future grandparents, once we're all dead. So we got to look out for them in 80 years. So that's good. Actually, I brought that ball tonight. It's right here. Give it up for the ball. I think it deserves it. I was thinking about how much this ball actually means to me and putting a number value on it, dollar amount. I was like, that ball is worth $2,500 to me. So, and that girl was not. So. I tried to explain it to her mom, I'm just like, hey, my hand was on it first, and the mom just blew me off. I'm so angry. Yeah, I could see why the kid wasn't happy either. Being raised by that toxicity, I brought some bobbleheads, you know, we got Ranger, and then Joe Buck's dad, whatever his name is. Oh, there it is, it's even on the thing, Jack Buck, there we go. I don't know, I thought if Jack Buck can have a mic stand, then I should go to Guitar Center before the show and get a mic stand, you know. I don't want to be outdone by this little guy. You know, no offense, Kyle. So, yeah, I've been had a good run. Won't go too into it on snatching all these balls. I've gotten 6 in the past year, so I think I have a problem. I think that's more balls than Ben has snatched in the past year. No, I actually got the string of luck started with the game I went to with Ben up in Kansas City last year, so all this goes to Ben. He really taught me how to get those balls, you know. I don't know. Ben's doing his best not to look like a plantation owner that discovered hair dye and all the KFC.
Chicken in my house.
Colonel Jammin'. Let's see. Probably get out of here real quick. You guys having fun tonight?
We had a great time, dude. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I was worrying about tickets because as of Thursday I had sold 2, and one of those was to myself. And I was really trying to move product, and but then I felt like God told me, not to worry about the tickets. So yeah, it turned out pretty well, and I appreciate you guys' generosity. So give it up for yourselves, good supporters of comedy, me, all them. So. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm performing at Hicks Community Center. I tried to be like progressive when I lived in Massachusetts. I didn't think that my first album taping would be in a place that's basically redneck community center. So, hey, Hicks are doing their best. So, the past 3 years I've been feeling like God was telling me to read Psalm, so whatever Psalm went with the year. So it was 30, 31, 32, 33. So a few days ago I read Psalm 34, and I'm really excited as I do turn 34 next month. One of my favorite verses in there is God is near to the brokenhearted. So that's been it's been a big verse for me the past few years, different things I've gone through. I know Brandon referenced it earlier, but compared to the mental hospitals, that was a walk in the park, even though that was hard. But then I had something where I was at a gym I was a member at, and someone came up behind me and kicked out my Achilles tendon and ruptured it. And I knew it was ruptured. It felt like a bomb went off. And so when I went to the manager for help, he said he was going to get medical attention and all the things he should have done. But then he started acting like I was a nuisance and said if I didn't leave, he was going to call the police for trespassing. So he did call the police because he's a man of his word. And Larry Wright, I don't know, felt more Larry wrong to me, if I'm being honest. Oh wait, I said his name, whatever. But, so the police came, they didn't talk to me, they just took me to jail. Some things happened in there, 3 people surrounded me, I thought I would be beat up. So in my great, not fed, not given water, no sleep, in 40 hours, I did the smartest thing I knew, and I struck one of them in the face. So that got me a nicer, longer stay, and David L. Moss, 46 days, where they didn't like who I hit, so they didn't give me water for 10 days. And so, I mean, I should have died, but God sustained me, and He wasn't ready for me to die. So I am thankful. And in that time, I didn't feel that sad. I mean, I was out of my mind. I was actually quite entertained. I'm like, this is awesome. I was like, my Achilles tendon's been fixed. It hadn't been, you know. I'm like, wow, I get it. I don't know. They're giving me clothes eventually. After like 3 weeks, they gave me clothes. So anyway, so that's why things like that have really led me to, you know, love the verse, He is near to the brokenhearted. So I just want to say, if you guys feel that way, feel like life has beat you down, hasn't been fair, that, you know, God hasn't looked out for you, so maybe He doesn't exist, He is there, you know. There actually were things that led up to, I know that I should have been in jail, because I had 2 pets that I ended up being able to get taken care of the night before I went to jail. Obviously, I didn't know what was going to happen the next day, and so those pets didn't die while I was in jail. And so it's like, you know, there was a thing going around, you know, this book that said, like, God will never do anything to hurt you. God only wants the best for you. But I don't fully believe that, because sometimes what we think is the best for us isn't really what's the best for us. You know, honestly, going to jail was the best thing for me. The growth that I got through it, the things I learned, the relationships I got back once I got out of jail. I mean, it really was, in hindsight, the thing that God wanted for me. So, you know, things like that, if you look back at them in your life, I'd encourage you, you know, take hindsight and just look at them and see, you know, what did you have for there? Was it hard? Sure, it was hard, but it does say all things work together for the good of those who love Him and have been called according to His purpose. So that's all things. So that's me going to jail, going to 4 mental hospitals, you know, getting fired, you know, quitting jobs, having no money, being homeless. It's like, I look back and it's all things did work together, and I'm thankful for that. So I'll leave you with 1 or 2 more jokes. You know, and another thing in comedy I've learned, if you can't be funny, be interesting. So at least if I haven't always been funny tonight, I hope I've been interesting. So. I'm friends with a Native American couple that's very progressive, you know, rainbow flag flying. They really embrace their bison. Hey, I like to think I'm progressive too. As a bus driver, I'm very pro-transit. Well, I don't want to end on that. It's okay. It's a new joke, so I can't sleep tonight. What else? I disagree with a lot of historians about the Underground Railroad. It's called the subway. I know how mass transit works. Underground trains, that's a subway. Jared from Subway? Heck no, I want Harriet from Subway. She's got a buy one, set one free. It's a deal so good, they'll come running. And that's a bad joke to do with not one black person in the audience. Thank you, I've been Zane Trefield.
Yeah, keep it going for Zane.